Welcome back to the channel, Warhammer Man back in the studio, and today we're going to be taking a look at the 35th anniversary special edition model. Celebrate Warhammer Day with an exclusive miniature, a painting competition, and more. So Saturday the 8th of October, so quickly approaching. Warhammer Day is the global celebration of our favorite hobby, and this year it's extra special as we commemorate the 35th anniversary of Warhammer 40,000. We'll take a nostalgic look back to see what made the grim darkness of the far future the setting that it is today, and look forward to what is coming next. The last 35 years haven't just been filled with awesome games of Warhammer 40k and building and painting incredible miniatures. It's seen the creation of an entire universe. We've loved watching it grow, and we've been inspired by the hobby you enjoyed in the shared world. Such an epic setting deserves an equally epic birthday. So this year's Warhammer Day on the 8th of October will be dedicated to Warhammer 40,000. This will also be your first chance to pre-order the stunning commemorative miniature released as a part of this celebration. So let's take a look at the stunning new limited edition 35-year Warhammer 40,000 anniversary model. Oh man, I'm excited. What's it going to be? Alright, lots of build-up. It's a dead orc. That's it. That's the whole model. Oh, sweet. So obviously a black templar. I'm guessing Emperor's Champion. It's got to be with that sword. Slaying a knob or war boss, something to that effect with power claw. Pretty nice looking model right there. Got to give it to him. Alright, so here we can see the war boss. Little action as he's getting like slammed to the ground and slayed. You can see the details on our Emperor's Champion. Really like the chain to the weapon and then to his armor as well. Obviously very, very cool. Nice dynamic pose. Yeah, I mean, loaded with detail. I think this is probably my favorite angle. Just super crisp sculpt on the Emperor's Champion. And then obviously very cool on the orc as well. Pretty awesome. Love the detail on the actual sword. I mean, the paint job's really nice on this already. But on top of that, I mean, this is just a really nice looking model right here. Very, very nice. Now, obviously, this is a little more of a diorama and a little less of a play piece. I think you could probably turn this into a play piece if you wanted to. And I think that's probably the way to go, as this Emperor's Champion is obviously freaking awesome. Very, very cool. I love the backdrop too, like the Imperial Archway and everything. I wish they would show a couple more just like general angles of it. Maybe they'll have something down here. Entitled Bayard's Revenge, this astounding model features an Emperor's Champion triumphing over a mighty orc knob. It's an incredible miniature to add to your collection, an amazing painting challenge, or a splendid centerpiece for a Black Templar's force. And what's more, it's based on an iconic piece of Warhammer 40,000 artwork. You'll be able to pre-order this incredible duel from the 8th of October from the Games Workshop web store, or you can pick up from your local shop between the 15th and 23rd. So the 8th of October, you can order it online, or you can pick it up in store from the 15th through the 23rd. We'll also have a very special online preview on the 8th of October, where we'll reveal loads of awesome new Warhammer 40,000 miniatures, plus one very lucky Warhammer fan will win all the reveals from the online preview. We'll have news very soon on how you can take part in this special competition and become the envy of all your friends. So I am guessing, and I don't know for sure or anything, but I am guessing that the majority of those reveals are going to be for Astra Militarum Imperial Guard. That is the key book that we're waiting on. Obviously, lots of new models we have seen like previewed, but not a bunch of. So I think that would be a good day for them to drop a bunch of new Astra Militarum stuff. It's possible we see some World Eater stuff as well. But I'm kind of like putting the World Eaters off to like beginning first quarter, maybe like first half of 2023, as opposed to just thinking they're going to be coming in towards the end of the year here. I think we've got some time on them. I think we're going to see the Guard before that. And, you know, we know how it goes. Obviously, Votan have just come out technically, and they'll probably be rolling out those models for the next couple of months. Like there's bunches of stuff. So we'll probably see 2, 3, 4 waves of Votann come out. So I would imagine splashing in some guard and then guard kind of taking over. And then by the time guard and Votann are done, we'll see World Eaters. So this is definitely going to be an exciting event. Looking forward to this. It is 2 p.m. BST on the 8th of October. If you want to mark this momentum occasion yourself by painting up some miniatures inspired by Warhammer 40,000 35th year history, we'd love to see them. How about doing a new kit painted up in a classic style, such as a Space Marine Intercessor with a bright red gun casing and a green rimmed base? Or perhaps recreate an iconic piece of artwork, such as the cover of a classic box set or codex? Share your progress on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. 35 years of 40k. Loads more to celebrate for the 35th anniversary of Warhammer 40,000 right here on Warhammer Community website. Scenarios, painting guides, and more. So very cool. Definitely a big fan of this model. I wish they had some static pictures, honestly. That is definitely an interesting choice not to go with any static pictures whatsoever. I do really like the pose and everything though. This is definitely a nice looking model. I mean, it's crazy how detailed, just like the actual flesh wound, you can see like the gap between the sword and the orc flesh. I mean, that is phenomenal. The sensor little pads. I mean, this is just stellar detail. I really like that this is a molded little piece right here. I mean, the decal ones are cool, but I don't think most people use decals, so I think you're much better off molding in the pieces like that. Same with like the shoulder pads. Really like, just really nice like a model. I love how his hand is on the end of the sword, how you would like use it to get leverage for like a deep stab. Yeah, the detail is just stunning, like the little straps and everything. He's got his little pistol sheath. The little tears on the bottom of the cloth. I don't know that we've like ever seen that before. And if we have, very few times. Yeah, really nice. I mean, usually we do a lot of the weathering with paint, but seeing like his actual tabard worn and everything. The head is pretty cool as well. I like the little rosary or little wreath around his head. Yeah, this is a really nice looking model right here. I would absolutely love if they made it so the sword is like in a hole, and then you could just take this model out and not have it on top of the orc, so you could paint it up in like on like a play base basically, or you could have this sort of like diorama setup. I doubt that is the case, but that would be ideal. It would probably be pretty hard to fabricate like the tip of this sword, but I think you could do it enough, or have it stabbed into the ground or into a rock or just something generic. Say you didn't want to have like a dead orc on your base in case you're fighting like Eldari or something. Makes perfect sense. Oftentimes, like for my armies personally, or for commissions I've done for people, oftentimes they want either like their main person that they match up with against, like debris from their army or whatever on the base. Like I had a custodes commission that I did not too long ago, and the guy wanted Tau bits, including like dead battle suits on the bases for his bikes and stuff like that, because his main opponent that he played against was Tau. So it makes sense. And if your main opponent you play against is orcs, that totally makes sense. If you're talking about lore or art, completely makes sense to have Black Templars versus the orcs. But if you have an actual army and you're taking it to a tournament or something, it doesn't make as much sense to have a slain orc on your base. So I think probably the way to go is just convert him on to another new awesome base. The model is absolutely amazing. I will definitely be picking this guy up and one day painting him. Hopefully one day soon. But that is it. 35 years of Warhammer 40,000. Definitely exciting. Let me know what you think down below. Are you going to be picking this guy up? Are you going to be doing a conversion on him, painting him just how he is for a diorama? Or are you going to be keeping it for play style? Let me know. I always like to hear back from you guys. How long have you been playing Warhammer 40,000 for, or known about Warhammer 40,000 for? Are always curious. I got started back in the 90s. So I haven't been quite along for 35 years, but we are getting pretty close at this point in time. About over 20 years, borderline, I think around 30 years, been playing Warhammer 40,000 for. I knew about it a little bit before, always thought it was cool, but never got into it initially as we were playing like Magic and stuff like that. But who knew over time that Magic would fade, at least for me, and Warhammer would take over. So, but that's it today. If you did enjoy today's video, if you're into these daily reactions, reviews, and news, painting, modeling, conversion, and magnetization tutorials for Warhammer 40,000, Kill Team Necromunda, Age of Sigmar, Warcry, and Horus Heresy, make sure to like and subscribe. And obviously, don't miss the Saturday, 8th of October event at 2 p.m. BST for the new big reveals. And then, of course, make sure to pick up this model if you too are interested. That's it for today. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and I'm out of here.